If you're approaching 75 or you've already crossed that threshold, I need you to stop what you're doing and listen carefully. Your body is about to go through 5 specific changes that happen to everyone, regardless of how healthy you've been, how active you are, or how good your genes are. These aren't suggestions. They're not possibilities. They're biological certainties that happen whether you like it or not. But here's what the medical establishment isn't telling you. While you can't stop these changes, you can absolutely control how severely they affect you. The difference between someone who thrives after 75 and someone who declines rapidly often comes down to knowing what's coming and preparing for it. According to a 2024 study published in The Lancet, seniors who understood and prepared for these 5 changes maintained independence 8 to 12 years longer than those who were caught off guard. 8 to 12 years of independence. That's the difference between living on your terms and losing control of your life. I'm about to reveal the 5 things that happen after 75, why they happen, and most importantly, what you can do about each one. But first, comment your age right now, just the number. I need to see who's watching because what I'm about to share could determine the quality of your next decade. I'm your name, and after X years working with seniors, I've noticed something disturbing. Most people hit 75 completely unprepared for what's about to happen to their bodies. They think 75 is just like 74, which was just like 73. They think aging is gradual and predictable, but it's not. There's something researchers call the 75-year threshold. It's a biological tipping point where multiple systems in your body shift simultaneously. It's not dramatic. You don't wake up on your 75th birthday feeling completely different, but over the next 6 to 12 months, 5 specific changes begin accelerating, and if you're not prepared, they can devastate your quality of life. Let me tell you about Margaret. She was vibrant at 74, active, independent, sharp as a tack. Then she turned 75. Within a year, she'd fallen twice, forgotten her grandson's name at a family dinner, and stopped driving because she didn't feel confident anymore. Her family thought she'd suddenly developed dementia or some mysterious illness. But she hadn't. She was experiencing the 5 normal, predictable changes that happen after 75. The problem was, nobody had warned her. Nobody had told her what to watch for or how to adapt. She was caught off guard, and it cost her years of independence. Here's what most doctors won't tell you. The medical system is reactive, not proactive. They wait until you fall, until you forget, until you can't function, and then they intervene. But by then, you've already lost ground that's incredibly hard to regain. What if instead you knew exactly what was coming? What if you could prepare your body, your home, and your habits before these changes hit? That's what this video is about. Today, I'm counting down 5 biological changes that happen after 75. We're going from number 5 to number 1, and number 1 is the most important because it affects everything else. These changes are inevitable, predictable, and manageable. The seniors who thrive after 75 aren't lucky. They're prepared. Starting with number 5, your balance system deteriorates and falls become a serious threat. This isn't about being clumsy. This is biology. After 75, your vestibular system becomes less sensitive, your proprioception weakens, and your reaction time slows. Even when you detect you're falling, your body responds slower. The result is that falls become dramatically more likely and more dangerous. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 adults over 75 falls each year, and only half tell their doctor. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in adults over 75. A 2023 study found that after age 75, fall risk increases by 8 to 10% per year regardless of activity level. The danger isn't just the fall itself. A fall can lead to hip fractures, head injuries, and fear of falling, which causes you to move less, get weaker, and fall more. This cycle can end independence in months. You must practice balance daily. Stand on one leg while brushing your teeth. Walk heel to toe across your living room. Stand from a chair without using your hands. Remove throw rugs. Install grab bars. Improve lighting. Keep a flashlight by your bed. Wear shoes with non-slip soles. Get annual vision checks. Review medications that cause dizziness. Let me tell you about Frank. At 76, he fell twice in 3 months. We implemented these strategies, and 2 years later, he hasn't fallen once. Balance decline is inevitable, but falls are not. Number 4, your sleep architecture changes. After 75, you get less deep sleep, you wake up more often, and your circadian rhythm shifts earlier. Your brain produces less melatonin, and your internal clock becomes less precise. Poor sleep affects memory, balance, immunity, mood, and cognition. A 2024 study found seniors over 75 sleeping less than 6 hours had 30% higher dementia rates. Sleep medications sedate you rather than restore sleep and increase fall risk by up to 50%. Accept the new normal. 6 to 7 hours with awakenings is normal. Optimize your sleep environment. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Maintain a consistent schedule. Nap strategically. Get morning light. Avoid bright light at night. Make nighttime bathroom trips safe. If you wake early, don't fight it. The only supplement I recommend is magnesium glycinate, 300 to 400 milligrams before bed. Let me tell you about Dorothy. She stopped Ambien after a fall and implemented these strategies. Her sleep improved once she stopped fighting it. Sleep changes after 75 are universal but manageable. Number 3, your medication sensitivity increases dramatically. After 75, liver and kidney function decline, and body composition changes. Medications stay in your system longer at higher concentrations. A dose safe at 65 can be toxic at 75. 40% of adults over 75 take at least one medication at too high a dose. Blood pressure drugs, diabetes medications, sleep aids, pain medications, and anticholinergics are especially dangerous. The average adult over 75 takes 7 to 8 medications. Polypharmacy increases fall risk, hospitalization, and cognitive decline. Do an annual medication review. Use the Beers criteria. Start low and go slow. Watch for side effects. Ask about deprescribing. Let me tell you about Harold. At 76, he was dizzy, confused, and falling. We eliminated unnecessary medications and reduced doses. His symptoms resolved. More medications do not mean better health after 75. Medication sensitivity is inevitable, but medication harm is preventable. Number 2, your social circle shrinks and loneliness becomes deadly. Friends die, friends move, mobility decreases, energy declines. Hearing loss makes conversations hard. Loneliness increases mortality by 26%, dementia risk by 50%, heart disease by 29%, and depression by 200%. Loneliness is as dangerous as smoking. Men are especially vulnerable after losing a spouse. You must proactively build friendships, join groups, build intergenerational connections, learn video calling, schedule social time, consider a pet, address hearing loss, establish weekly check-ins. Let me tell you about Eleanor. At 77, she was profoundly lonely. Within a year of implementing these strategies, she built a new life. You will lose people after 75. Loneliness is not inevitable. Number 1, your cognitive reserve depletes. Cognitive reserve is your brain's savings account. After 75, it depletes faster. Processing speed slows. Memory weakens. Attention declines. Learning becomes harder. This is normal aging, not dementia. But mild cognitive impairment often progresses to dementia. After 75, brain volume decreases, blood flow declines, inflammation increases, toxic proteins accumulate, and energy production drops. Normal aging includes slower recall and learning. Concerning signs include getting lost, forgetting conversations, poor judgment, and withdrawal. You can slow decline. Challenge your brain by learning new skills. Exercise daily. Stay socially engaged. Follow a Mediterranean diet. Prioritize sleep. Treat hearing loss. Control blood pressure. Use cognitive training programs. Maintain purpose. Let me tell you about William. At 78, he feared Alzheimer's. After addressing isolation, inactivity, sleep, and hearing loss, his cognition improved. Cognitive reserve depletion is inevitable, but the rate is largely under your control. Now let me give you the complete protocol. Balance training daily, cognitive challenge daily, physical movement daily, social connection daily, medication awareness, quality sleep, home safety, purpose, track chair stands, walking speed, social interactions, sleep, medications, and learning. Build a support system. Stop thinking of 75 as the beginning of the end. Think of it as intentional living. After 75, you must be proactive. Let me bring this all together. After 75, balance deteriorates, sleep changes, medication sensitivity increases, social circles shrink, and cognitive reserve depletes. These changes are inevitable. How they affect you is under your control. Prepare. Be proactive. Be intentional. Do the assessments. Implement strategies. Build support. Track progress. Share this with others approaching 75. Subscribe for truth about aging. Comment prepared, overwhelmed, or your age and concern. Turning 75 is a threshold, not a decline. With the right strategies, it can be the beginning of your most intentional, purposeful decade yet. I'll see you in the next video, where we continue building health, independence, and quality of life together.